Well, Jim and Christy addressed me last season asking if I would be interested in riding some young horses for them and some Grand Prix horses. And we also at the same time made a plan for the year where we would show, and Wellington and WEF was a high priority of ours. Jim and Christy are residents of Palm Beach, and they were excited to see their horses show here. So when we decided all this together, it was very clear we needed a farm or a facility to work out of, and they chose this beautiful farm. The Florida farm, which we now call Artemis Farm, was originally a dressage stable, so there were quite a few changes we had to make. The outdoor arena, the sand arena, was very small, the dimensions of dressage sized arena, and we have more than double the size of that arena for jumping. It's a great size now where you can really work a horse properly, set a really great course and gallop and get the horses really nice and fit. We also improved the grass footing out on the grass arena where we can practice for events like the Trump class that's on grass or the American Invitational. And we changed the footing in the indoor arena as well. All of these arenas were built for dressage horses, which is a completely different kind of footing than you need for show jumpers. We are building a walking machine presently, and we built lots of paddocks with high fencing for the jumpers so that they would stay in the paddocks rather than jump out of them. And in general, just improved what was already a fantastic facility. Well, first of all, this farm has everything for horse and rider. There's a lot of priorities on my list of importance. Number one probably being the footing. The horses need to have perfect footing to be trained, ridden every day and jumped. And you have to consider weather conditions, like here in Florida getting a lot of rain, for instance, so they have very good drainage. We have great big stalls, so the horses are very, very comfortable. Good sized tack rooms for the grooms to work out of, and grooming stalls and wash stalls. Also very important to me is paddock facilities for the horses, and a beautiful atmosphere to also relax after hard weeks of showing. And I must add to that, the location of this farm is absolutely top. I mean, we are right next to the horse show, and that is incredibly convenient. On the same hand, you have the feeling that you're very far away from the show. We don't hear any of the loudspeakers from here, and we have no disturbances from the daily show routine, so it couldn't be better. Karsten Koch is a longtime associate of my husband and mine. He's been doing footing in Europe for many, many years, and also now doing footing in different facilities around the world. So when the Clarks bought this facility, we knew it was important to have the best footing possible, and thought that was the best man to send over here for the job. So he basically redid the two sand arenas and made them part of this system that gets water from below and stays nice and damp without having to be constantly watered. Well, I would say both farms are similar in the fact that they present the optimum facility for horse and rider. On the other hand, they couldn't be more different. Germany could not be more different than Florida. When you take the weather into consideration, in Florida you have to deal with torrential downpours that might come in with a tropical storm. In Germany you have ice and snow and frost, but they are completely different how they are set up. For instance, the footing is different in Germany. It's set up more to deal with a lot different climate. Well, Marcus and I bought the farm in Germany in 1997. It was also a top facility. We also changed the ground, the footing, both the indoor and the outdoor ring. We changed the watering system. We also insulated the indoor ring. So there were little things we did to improve that facility. It's very important for horses to have a relaxing atmosphere, to have paddocks where they can go out and hang out and eat grass and act like a horse and relax from the stress of showing and competing. That for me is a top priority for my horses. And we have a walker for good exercise. Those horses in Germany, as well as the ones here in Florida, are getting out 2, 3, 4 times a day. So we have a nice amount of land, both in Germany and in Florida, to take the horses out and let them relax and stretch their legs. One of the things that's very important in Germany is when the weather gets bad, when snow and ice come into play, that you can stay indoors. And our facility in Germany allows us to do that. We can do everything and run our facility and our horses and our training all without going outdoors, which means we have an indoor ring. The stables are attached to the indoor ring. We have a walker. It's all under the same roof. So a horse never has to leave covering to get to the walker, to get to the indoor ring, to get to the wash stall. We also have what we call solariums, which are hot heat lamps for the winter time when the horses are bathed. Shutterfly is doing wonderfully. He is absolutely, totally happy with his new career as a retired horse. He goes out every day into a big field with my daughter's pony, and he loves his new life. He's relaxed and happy. He comes in every evening. He's groomed by our grooms like he always was. He looks fabulous, and he's enjoying his retired life. I think he's really started to find that to be the most rewarding thing.